What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media, back with another video. So today's video we're going to be adjusting the ride height of my Honda S2000. As you guys know, pretty recently we finally threw on these Spoon SW388 wheels. I think they look great. So finally managed to throw them on after I got my tires. Also got my alignment done already. The only thing I'm not too happy about is the ride height. So the front, I don't know, I might lower it a tad bit, but the rears for sure I have to lower. So just looking at this, it's like a 2-finger gap. Not quite ideal. I definitely don't want to rub, but I think I can lower it maybe just to a 1-finger gap. I'm not trying to go stance nation or anything, so I'm not trying to go crazy low. But yeah, the agenda of today is I'm gonna check up the car, take off the wheels, adjust the ride height. I'm probably going to start with the rears first, since that is bugging me quite a bit. From the front, looks pretty good. As you can tell, the front lip's not sitting too low, so that's good. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the rear. I'm just going to jack it up, take off both rear wheels. We are lowered right now on coilovers. I'll probably do a whole separate video, a real short video showing you guys how to adjust the coilovers. But yeah, pretty simple process. Alright, so now that I have my wheel off, here we have the coilovers. So what I have here are the HKS Hypermax coilovers. And what we want to do to adjust it, make sure you have your spanner wrenches. So we're going to go ahead and loosen down this bottom one right here. This is the one that locks it. And then what we want to do, if we are raising the height, we're going to adjust the bottom one. If we're going to lower it, we're going to move this one. So we're actually going to lower it. So let me go ahead and loosen this first, and then we'll get to lowering it right here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be labeling it with some painter's tape on the top one, so I know exactly how many turns I'm turning. I want to make sure that I'm not turning way too much or way too little. So the goal is to remove it, I guess to lower it by about 1-finger gap. It's a lot of trial and error. So what I'm going to do first is label with the blue painter's tape on the top, like so. So I know where my starting point is. And then I'll probably spin 2 turns. So to go ahead and lower it, I'm going to be spinning this guy. Alright, so I lowered it down 2 full circles. Like I say, it's all trial and error. That's why I have the tape here to know exactly where I started. So I'm going to take that off. Since I'm in here, coilovers look a little dirty, so let me go ahead and clean it down as well. Alright, there we go. Much better. Coilovers looks much cleaner. Like I said, if you guys are wondering, these are the HKS Hypermax coilovers. When I bought the car, it already came with it, but I know I want a car as stock as possible, but to be honest, if I were to change coilovers, these were the coilovers I was going to go with anyway. Previous owner, Jamie, also went ahead and threw in the OEM struts and coils and springs, so basically I still have it here. But yeah, right now, like I said, we're going to go back and throw the wheel on. And I'm not just going to, like I said, it's a lot of trial and error, so I'm just going to put 2 lock nuts, throw the wheel on, lower it down, and see how I like the ride height. so let's see. Still look like I have a 2-finger gap, but one thing to note, coilovers also do take a little while to settle. So what you might want to do is you might want to jump up and down, just apply some weight on the car and see if it settles. I might go ahead and turn it a few more clicks down because it looked like it didn't really do much. I'll probably do maybe 2 more rounds and then see how it is. Alright, so I adjusted the rears. In total, you guys saw on camera I did pretty much so many turns. I did 10 turns in total, 10 full turns. Previously it was 2-finger gap, now is slightly more than 1-finger gap. I could definitely go lower if I wanted to, but like I said, right now it's gonna settle a little bit more when I drive the car. And like I said, I'm running 255 tires all around, so I don't want it to rub. So yeah, I don't want to eat up my fenders or anything like that. As of right now, I'm just going to leave it like that. I can always adjust it if I need to in the future. You guys saw me bust out the measuring tape as well. On the actual coilover itself, I was trying to measure how many threads. I had about ½ inch. So right now, I'm going to do the same for the other rear. On this side, it's not as bad actually. This side, I'm going to have to lower a little bit less than the other side. Other side could fit 2 fingers. This one's a little bit tight. So yeah, let's go ahead and jack up this side, do the same process all over again. Alright, so both rears are done with my adjustments. This one I didn't have to turn as much. Like I said, this side was a little bit lower to start with. This side I just had to do like 4 turns. Other side I did 10 turns. But then again, like I said, I don't want it super low because whenever I actually drive it, it's going to compress a little bit. That's what the spring will do. Plus on that side, since I'm the driver on the left side, probably going to add more weight. So yeah, let's go ahead and put all the lug nuts on, pretty much torque it all down, and then what I'll probably try to do as well is maybe adjust the fronts just a hair bit, just a little bit.
A few moments later.
And now it's test fit time. So you're going to go ahead and throw the wheel back on. And I usually just recommend putting 2 lug nuts just so you know you can hold the wheel on and lower the car all the way to the ground. See how you like it. If it's good, put on all lug nuts. If it's not good, take the wheel back off. Alright, so lower down all four corners. What's left to do is torque it down. Never forget to torque your wheels. You don't want your wheel flying off while you're driving. So yeah, let's go use our torque stick and torque down all four wheels. And I went ahead and set my torque wrench at 80. Like I said, I'm not gonna try to over torque it. So yeah, just go ahead and torque it down real quick on all four wheels. Make sure you're nice and snug. Alright, so just like that, we went ahead and lowered all four corners off the S2000. Like I said, the real test is actually driving it. Whenever you put on new suspension like springs or coilovers, it takes a little bit to settle. But yeah, overall, like I said, I'm much happier with the ride height now. Yeah, overall, much happier with the ride height. It's about 1 finger gap on the rears. Previously, it was 2 finger gap. And it should settle a little bit more. Fronts, I don't want to go too low because I don't want to be rubbing on my fenders. I don't want to get bacon fenders on the S2000. So yeah, once it settles, I think everything will look good. Overall, really happy. Didn't take too long. I think I probably spent maybe an hour adjusting it all four. And the most tedious process is pretty much just lowering it, putting the wheel on, and then checking if it's good. Not good, you gotta repeat that process. So for the first corner on the rear, I repeated the process 3 times. The wheel came off 3 times. But yeah, little trial and error. Once you get one side done, more or less the other side, the other right rear was pretty much the same. So yeah, just got to turn it a little bit more. But yeah, a lot of trial and error. Relatively simple. So if you guys are wondering, you want a more up close video of how to adjust your ride height, I made a short video on just how to adjust the coilovers. And again, that will apply to all coilovers, any brand, any type of coilovers for any car. And just want to say a big thank you if you guys stayed to the very end. I know this is really simple, but like I said, once I put on the Spoon SW388 wheels, the fitment wasn't the best and it kind of bugged me a little bit. So past few days, this has been on my mind. I'm just glad I finally managed to dial in the right height. So now I just gotta make sure there's no rubbing, everything drives good. Again, if you guys stick to the end, leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.